I'm ready. I was born ready. Let's fucking do this, man. So listen, they're melting down. They're not exactly very happy. Things are getting a bit wild out there, let's just say, okay? There are people melting down like crazy over Assassin's Creed Shadows and the reaction about Assassin's Creed Shadows. I have no idea who this person is, by the way. Just an FYI. Who I'm about to talk about, I have no idea who they are. I do know who K-Med is. I blocked his ass a long time ago because he was an annoying reply guy. I do know who K-Med is, but I do not know who Fightin' Cowboy is. But apparently Fightin' Cowboy knows me because he blocked me. He blocked me. So I have no idea who this is. But he blocked me anyway, which is fine. No problem. So K-Med says, respect to Fightin' Cowboy for telling it how it is. We're done with your anti-woke stupidity. Go find something else to bitch about or crawl back under the rock you came from. Leave gaming the fuck alone. Bro, you know who I view K-Med as? I view K-Med as the left-wing Yorch Torch Games. That's who I view K-Med as. I view K-Med as the literal liberal side of Yorch Torch Games, where it's the same stupid fucking post, just on the other side. But in any case, let's see what this guy has to say, Fightin' Cowboy. Let's see what he has to say. Apparently, he's pretty upset. Why does it do this? There we go. He's pretty upset. So let's check this out. Here we go.
I don't give a fuck what your opinion is of this game. I don't care. Your opinion is worthless to me. The quality of health of my morning shit had a bigger impact on my thought process today than you being upset that there's a black guy in Assassin's Creed. So shut the fuck up.
I got to tell you, man, it's pretty wild to see people talk like this to their audience. You know what I mean? Like when I get a hater in the chat, usually depending on what they're saying, if they're just spamming, I'll ban them. Because if you're spamming, then you're clearly just trying to derail the chat, and I'll ban you. But if you say something, normally I'll ask you a question back, and I'll have a conversation with you back, and I'll try to see what your mindset is, because I know most of the time it's bullshit. So I'll question you on different things, but it's like, I don't understand why he is just like, bro, you should care about the opinion of people watching you play the game. At least at the very minimum, right? Like just care a little bit. Don't just flat out disregard people because you think that they're angry because there's a black guy in the game. It's like, bro, people have actual complaints and concerns that are valid about this game, and you are probably feeding into the hype of, well, it's just because it's black and I don't want to hear that. Like, I'm sorry if you don't want to hear that, but the truth of the matter is there's a lot of different issues with Assassin's Creed Shadows.
All right, we're not doing this shit. It's a fucking video game. If you are upset that there's a black guy in a video game, fuck off.
Wow.
I don't want you here. I don't care. Stop. I'm not doing this fucking argument. Every goddamn game these days. Oh, it's woke. Oh, there's a black guy. Oh, there's a trans person. Shut the fuck up. Either play the game or go the fuck outside, bro. It's not that hard.
Okay, so then what about the people who play the game and still have the same issues? You see, I never understood this argument, and we're going to get into this later on in the stream. But what about the people who play the game and they still have problems? What's the excuse then? What's the excuse? Are you going to get mad that you're going to tell them don't play the game? Like, there's reviewers out there that are reviewing the game that have issues with the game that doesn't just have to do with the fact that there's a black guy in the game. Are you going to just throw away their opinions because it doesn't line up with yours or something? Bro, it's like, he says every fucking game, which is not true, number one. Black Myth Wukong didn't have it. You know, actually, I take that back. Black Myth Wukong did have controversy. You know where it came from? It came from the other side that always tells us, why do you care so much? Isn't that ironic? Black Myth Wukong had a bunch of controversy, but it was coming from that particular side of the aisle. But you never told us, what the fuck? Black Myth Wukong had no issues. Space Marine 2 had no issues. There's a bunch of games that have released recently that have no issues. A bunch of indie games that have released have no problems. What is the issue? If you are saying to yourself every fucking game, then you know what that tells me? That tells me that you are inherently paying attention to every negative aspect that's happening in gaming right now. You are paying attention to it. If you think it's every fucking game, it's either that or you said that out of anger. But whatever the case may be, you are paying attention, bro. People are allowed to care, bro. This is people's hobby. This is what people do to unwind. This is what people do for fun. They have every right to talk out against things that they don't like. And just an FYI, I'm sure you're a real gamer and everything. It's fine. I don't know how big this guy is, and I don't care. The simple fact is, people have a right to talk about this. And just so you're aware, not sure how long you've been gaming. I think you say your age here, and we're pretty similar in age. Just so you're aware, people have been complaining in gaming for fucking decades, my guy. People have been complaining for decades, okay? I remember arguments from fucking 20, 25 years ago. I remember the arguments on World of Warcraft about casual versus hardcore. I remember the arguments about EverQuest being too hard and that there needs to be better spawns. I remember the fucking arguments in Final Fantasy 11 about fucking the North American servers being based in Japan, the inherent lag that makes it impossible for North American players to claim notorious monsters that are being camped by Japanese. I remember all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. People have been complaining about things in gaming for decades. It's only now that suddenly the people that don't want you to talk about it are the ones that are trying to pretend as if you are the ones causing shit that has never been there before. It has always been there. Just so you guys are aware, it has always been there. So when people like this try to say, stop complaining, what are you complaining about? These are not people that have been gaming for very long, or at least it doesn't seem that way. It doesn't seem that way. Because if you have been, you would know certain controversies that have been around for the longest time. But anyway, let's continue.
God damn, I've been on this earth 37 fucking years. When I was a kid, guess what? If a game came out and I didn't want to get involved with it, I didn't fucking play with it. I didn't go on the internet and...
Well, if you were a kid, you weren't in control over what you bought or what you didn't buy. You know who did? Your mom, your dad. Your mommy and your daddy. So you weren't out there spending your hard-earned money on things and coming to find out that it's shit and then being upset because you can't refund it after spending $70 fucking on it. It's a totally different scenario, my guy. You cannot compare how it was when you were a kid to how people who are just trying to make it in this world, people who can only spend, if they're lucky, on one video game every few months, people are looking towards that $70 purchase and they're banking on their entertainment for the next few months on that $70, and they're going to be highly upset if it's a piece of shit game. Versus when you're a kid and the money's not coming out of your pocket, so you're going to pay whatever the fuck, you're going to play whatever you get. Because it's not coming out of your pocket. So what do you care? If it's shit, who cares? Who cares? You're a kid. And by the way, if you're 37, you didn't have internet when you were a little kid. Just so you're aware. So of course you didn't go on the internet and complain when you were a kid. Because if you're 37 and you were a kid, you didn't fucking have internet to complain on. So what are we really doing here?
Cry like an entitled little child. Wah, 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 wah. The game doesn't have stuff that I want. So shut the fuck up and leave, bro.
I find it ironic he's calling somebody else an entitled little child, whining. But it's okay for you to whine and complain about other people whining and complaining. When does it like, why is it okay for you? I don't understand. Why is it okay for these people to whine and complain about other people whining and complaining? Like, you're literally having a melty melt right now about this, bro. Why? Because one person, I guarantee you all of this happened from like one or two people in his chat talking about a black samurai. I guarantee you. One or two people, and it just turned into a massive melty melt for no reason whatsoever. It's like, bro, if you really wanted to focus on the positivity of the game and you really just wanted to play a game, then you should have just focused on the game and kept streaming. Why did you pause the game, focus on that 1 or 2 comments, and wanted to make an entire segment that's almost 2 minutes long about it?
Are you that much of a fucking loser that you're seeking out streams of a game you don't like just to be like, wah, I don't like this. There's a black guy. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I wouldn't say that nobody cares. I think that's actually kind of disingenuous to say that nobody cares, considering that the game is getting felted right now. I wouldn't say that nobody cares. I think you are trying to downplay the argument because you may want to be, you may be tired of the argument. You may be tired of the conversation, which is perfectly fine. So you can see yourself out of the conversation because you fell for it, bro. You fell for someone hyping you up. You fell for it. That person was trying to troll you. They succeeded. And now here you are telling everybody to fuck off because that one troll succeeded at trolling you and talking about Yasuke the black guy. It's like, what are we honestly doing here? I don't understand. It seems like you're very easy to manipulate. You took the bait. Anyway, so again, my thing is, I think it's disingenuous to say that nobody cares. People genuinely do care about the situation. People genuinely do care in general, because right now, this game that's in 2025 can't even reach the same concurrent numbers on launch day as a game from 2019 in the same franchise on the same platform. It's getting close, and it probably will over the weekend, but it can't even reach Odyssey numbers. And this is in 2025, where more people are playing on PC than ever. It's a very controversial game, and it can't even reach Odyssey numbers. So what are we doing?
That's all. This is the only rant. I'm getting this shit out of the way now. Stop. Because any comment, any fucking comment, I'm just gonna ban you. I don't care. I'm just gonna fucking ban you. I don't care. I don't have time for it, bro. I'm here to play a fucking game, not listen to you cry about a black dude that existed in history, that was brought over to Japan as a slave and then taken on by Nobunaga and made a fucking retainer. All right.
So tell me the rest of his history if you know so much about it. Guarantee you can't. Guarantee you can't. You even just admitted he was a retainer, not a samurai. So, like, what are we doing? What do we do? This guy is a Wikipedia warrior. This guy is a Wikipedia warrior. He read the summary. He's like, I know everything. That's all I need to know. Bro, man. Where do I even begin, bro? I don't hate the guy because I don't know the guy. I want you to understand something. I don't know the guy, so I don't hate the guy. But my thing is, you just told everybody that you don't have time for it. But you just took 2 minutes, probably longer, because this is only a clip. You took 2 minutes out of your days. You clearly had time for it. You probably went on after this, and you probably started before this. You ranted. You clearly have time for this. Why are you dismissing what people are talking about in your chat? Again, if you don't want to see the chat, do not look at the chat. And if you look at the chat, why don't you just focus on conversing with the people who are being fake positive about Assassin's Creed Shadows? I am sure out of the 912 people watching you he was at 929, and then the numbers started going down, and then it went back up after a bit. So out of the 900 plus people watching you on this stream, you mean to tell me that you couldn't converse with the people who were being, I don't know, positive about the game? You had to focus on the one person who was being negative, the 2 or 3 people that were being negative? Do you not have mods? Do you not have mods that could control the conversation for you if you really don't like it? I'm going to put it to you like this. I don't know the guy, but the vibes that I'm getting is that he's not exactly very political, in the sense of he's one of those streamers that probably thinks that everybody is just rage baiters, grifters, or whatever, and that he's just trying to play video games. So the people who like to try to stay out of it because they don't want to be deemed as negative, eventually what ends up happening is that it comes for you. Whether you want to get involved or not, it comes for you. And this is usually the reaction that people have when it comes for them. where they don't know what to do, so they take the side that they know is going to get them the least amount of shit. They think they could just rehash the same talking points of a leftist, and they're going to be left alone because of it. I don't know if he's a Twitch streamer or a YouTube streamer. If he's Twitch, he's definitely spewing leftist bullshit for sure. If he's on Twitch, if he's on YouTube, he might maybe he'll be either or.
History that was brought over to Japan as a slave and then taken on by Nobunaga and made a fucking retainer. All right. If that upsets you, if that makes you not feel like you're in your special place, that's not my fucking problem. Go talk to your therapist about it.
Wow. This is pretty hardcore. So again, I don't know this guy. Apparently he's made up his entire mindset about me because he's pre-blocked me. He's got 58,000 followers on X, which means he must be pretty big. He must be a big channel, right? Yeah, oh yeah, he is. He's a huge channel. What the fuck? 1.47 million subscribers. This man gets 10 million views a month. 10 million views a month. And you're worried about the fucking trolls in your chat? Oh my God, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Dude, this is crazy. Wait a second. Hold on. Something's not right. Something's not right, bro. Wait a second. Hold on. Something's not right. You got 1.47 million subscribers on YouTube. 1.47 million subscribers on YouTube. Your videos are getting anywhere from 1 to 3,000? 4,000? You got a 6,000 one right there? What the fuck? Are you botting? Your live streams, I think, do well. Not even 16,000 views on a live stream. My live streams, once they go offline, my live streams get what, like 4,000 to 5,000 views, give or take, throughout the stream. And I stream for 2 hours. You seem to stream for 2 hours too, or 3 hours. 3 hours. So you stream for an extra hour. Were you carried by like one video? What's their most popular video? 2 million on God of War 3 years ago. What about videos? 8 million 3 years ago on Souls video. Oh, you were a Dark Souls channel. That makes a lot of sense. You were a Dark Souls channel. You got big off of that. Ah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, respect for playing Dark Souls. So in any case, it just seems a little, man, either he fell off hard or these are bots. I really don't know. What about shorts? Do you do shorts? Nah, you don't really do shorts. All right, that's fine. So in any case, boys, the chat fucking blew up. Hold on. There we go.